Hello again, everybody. It's time for the answers for DD 211. But did you watch the video? Did you try the dictation? You have to click on these buttons, and that will take you to the dictation section. And if you did it, I'll give you the answers. And here they are. This is the first part, so I'll read it. You know, it is better without this big wallet. It's more comfortable. It doesn't matter if it's more comfortable. It's wrong. Why? Because important things go in a case. That's the first part. Let's talk about pronunciation. You know, we don't need this. This is not necessary. This is Jerry. This is George. You know, it is better without this big wallet. So Jerry has a big wallet, or had a big wallet, but he doesn't use it anymore, and it's better. What is better? What is better? It is better. What is it? My posture. When I sit down, it's nice. There's no extra weight. There's no bump. It's smooth. It's nice. It's soft. It's better. He explains, what is it? It is more comfortable. Everything about not having a big wallet is more comfortable. I agree. I have not used a wallet in 5 years, 6 years, and I love it. My shoulders are straight and my butt is comfortable. Now, it is better. He could just say it's better, but he says it separately to emphasize better. It is better. It is better without this big wallet. It's more comfortable. And this is interesting. Look at the word. The word says comfortable. If you check a dictionary, comfortable. But nobody says that. We almost always say comfortable. 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 Listen carefully. Go back to the dictation and listen again. Comfortable. Comfortable. And George says it too. Comfortable. 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 So remember that pronunciation. It's more comfortable. Comfortable. Nobody says comfortable. Comfortable. Now George hears this and George disagrees. It doesn't matter if it's more comfortable. It doesn't. It doesn't. These sounds go together. It doesn't. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The N and the M cancel the T. Doesn't matter. Perfect pronunciation. But nobody says that. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. 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 It's a flat T. Matter if it's the S cancels the T. So we have two cancellations. Cancel. Cancel. It doesn't matter if it's more comfortable. It doesn't matter if it's more comfortable. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. Don't worry about the T. It's strong S. It's wrong. Wrong. This is an AW song. Wrong? No. Wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. Jerry says, why? Because important things go in a case. Because important things, glottal stop, no T. Important things, the T combines with the TH. Important things go in a case. Go winna. Here it sounds like win. Go win a case. Why? Because important things go in a case. Important things go in a case. Now, what is a case? A case is usually a box to protect something. So I have a case. Where is my case? Yes. For Christmas, I received some earphones. Do I have my earphones? My earphones are gone. Oh no! But this is the case for the earphones. They were, I guess, expensive. It was a nice present, and important things go in a case. Now, you also have a case for your glasses. You might have a box, a case that you can put them in. So a box could be a case. What else has a case? Well, I'm a smoker, and my cigarettes have a case. This is the case for the cigarette. We could also say my phone. My phone has a case. This is the plastic. We can call this a case. It's a protector, but we can also call it a case. So, George argues important things go in a case. So, he thinks of the wallet as a case. Let's go to part 2. Okay, in part 2, George explains the case. Let's go. You got a skull for your brain, a plastic sleeve for your comb, and a wallet for your money. Well, look at this thing. It's huge. You got more cow here than here. I need everything in there. Okay, let's go back. So George is talking about how cases are used. I showed you many cases. George has other ideas. You got a skull for your brain. What is a skull? The bone, okay? If you take off my skin, there's bone. This bone is a skull, and inside the skull is your brain. So, the skull is a case for your brain, and the brain is important. George is correct. Now, the grammar people. You have got. A lot of people want to say you've got. Yes, I know. But in daily English, we simply say you got, you got, you gotta, you gotta. Now, be careful. Some people wrote gotta. Okay? Now, that's different. Got a noun. Got a noun. And in this case, gotta is actually got to, and of course, we need a verb in this situation. So the pronunciation is the same. You have to understand the grammar, the structure of the sentence. So, you gotta, you've gotta, okay, but daily English, you got a skull for your brain. That's one example. The next example, a plastic sleeve for your comb. So what's a comb? Believe it or not, I don't have a comb. I don't need a comb. Does George need a comb? I don't think George needs a comb either. Anyway, now, if you have a comb, well, this is a comb, and this is a plastic sleeve for a comb. Okay, so yes, the plastic sleeve is a case for the comb. But is that important? Is a comb important? Like your brain? I don't think so. But evidently, George thinks so. By the way, this is also a sleeve. Okay, this is a sleeve, an arm sleeve. But once again, a comb sleeve is plastic. A plastic case for a comb. Okay. And his other example, and a wallet for your money. So if you have money, you need a case. You need a wallet. If you have a comb, you need a case. You need a sleeve. If you have a brain, you need a case. You need a skull. That's what George is saying. You gotta have a case. You must have a case. Now, he showed the wallet, and in the picture, it was really thick. It was huge. And Jerry says, well, look at this thing. Look at this thing. Look at this wallet. It's huge. You got more. You've got, once again, we can say you've got more cow here in the wallet than here in a big hamburger sandwich. Now, a hamburger, the sandwich, has beef, which is cow, and the wallet has leather, which comes from a cow. So this is actually pretty funny. You have more cow leather here than beef in your sandwich. So, and you can see the picture, and it's actually very funny. It's a good comparison for cow. So, you've got more cow here than here. That's the idea. And George argues, I need everything in there. Everything in that wallet is important. Pronunciation. Now, why do we have no V? Why? There is a rule, and the rule is if we have the sound of or something VE or even the word have, and the next letter is a consonant, like B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, etc., this V sound can be canceled. And that's the case. We got a U, V, here's a consonant, cancel. U, V, consonant, cancel. So you got more, that is the typical pronunciation. This sound is canceled, all right? So you got a skull for your brain, perfect pronunciation for, natural pronunciation fur. Your, perfect pronunciation your, natural pronunciation your. You got a skull for your brain, for your brain, a plastic sleeve for your, the sounds connect, sleeve for your, a plastic sleeve for your comb. There's no B in comb, that's a silent B. A plastic sleeve for your comb, and a wallet, the N cancels the D, and a wallet for your money. Well, look at this thing. L's connect. TTH connect. Well, look at this thing. Look at this thing. He's emphasizing so we keep the TH. It's huge. It's huge. The S is important, the T not so important. You got more cow here than here. I need everything in there. And I think he emphasized and he says in there. Okay? Pretty simple? No, I know it was very difficult, but actually you guys did a very, very good job. If you have questions, please ask, but let's go ahead and read the entire dialogue twice. Once, slowly, good pronunciation. The second time, a little bit more normal, okay? You know, it is better without this big wallet. It's more comfortable. It doesn't matter if it's more comfortable. It's wrong. Why? Because important things go in a case. You got a skull for your brain, a plastic sleeve for your comb, and a wallet for your money. Well, look at this thing. It's huge. You got more cow here than here. I need everything in there. You know, it is better without this big wallet. It's more comfortable. It doesn't matter if it's more comfortable. It's wrong. Why? Because important things go in a case. You got a skull for your brain, a plastic sleeve for your comb, and a wallet for your money. Well, look at this thing. It's huge. You got more cow here than here. I need everything in there. Seinfeld is one of my favorite sitcoms, and Seinfeld, compared to other sitcoms, has so many useful English expressions, so many different situations. So I hope you enjoy Seinfeld. Starting next month, starting March, I will offer online classes and I will teach lots of Seinfeld. Not short dialogues, but longer scenes. So I hope that you can join me in those classes. They will cost a little bit of money, but I think the investment will be worth it. Okay? So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the lesson, and I hope to see you back for 212. It will be shorter and a little bit easier. Bye-bye.